Hey there! Thanks for tuning in to Let's Get Real. I'm your host, Chrissy Kalishian, and as usual, I'm extremely excited for this week's episode. This multi-talented musician has worked tirelessly since he was in high school to get to where he's at now, and no one is more real than a man who would pose naked for his most recent music video. Naked! Here to talk about his recent album and more realness, Panic at the Disco's lead singer, Brendan Urie.
Chrissy, it's great to be here.
Yeah, great to have you here, Brendan, in clothes this time, so really nice to see you. And actually, speaking of the music video, tell me more about the message that's behind Girls, Girls, Boys.
Girls, Girls, Boys was something that we felt needed to be said. You know, girls do love girls and they do love boys. It's something that happens. Girls are more sexual in nature, but, you know, everybody is attracted to everybody, essentially. So we felt it had to be said. And as for the music video, I've always wanted to recreate D'Angelo's music video for Untitled. So when we couldn't come up with an idea for the video, I pitched it, and we just thought it was a great idea to go ahead with it.
Right, and it was such a success. I think it turned out great. I really love the music video. And actually, with recent talk about the album, which is actually Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, what are some things that people have actually said about your sexuality?
I mean, I've always gotten comments about this ever since we started, but it's increased with the album. Everyone tries to put a label on it. It's either you're straight because you're married to Sarah, or you're gay because you've had homosexual experiences in the past. But it's not like that. I'm confident in myself enough to say that, yeah, I'm attracted to girls, and I'm attracted to some guys. You know, you can put a label on it, but it doesn't change who I am.
Right, I really respect that, and I totally agree. And actually, who doesn't agree is actually the Westboro Baptist Church, and unfortunately, they actually protested your concert, but I like how you guys actually turned that around into a more of like a donation to the human rights campaign, equal rights campaign. And but do you take actually personal offense to occasions like that?
I do. I mean, it's not something that affects my feelings, but it affects my fans. They're coming out, they're waiting, you know, in these lines to see the concert. And they have these people harassing them. They're just, you know, yelling at them, telling them they shouldn't be here. And they're here to hear songs like Girls, Girls, Boys that we've written. Like, they relate to it. They shouldn't have to deal with the harassment just waiting in line. Right.
And I feel like that's really unfair. I wouldn't want to sit at your concert and have to listen to that. I think that's awful. I would, like, throw a tomato at them or something. And it seems as though you're actually the face of the band, making all the appearances on, I would say, you know, like, magazine covers and sort of music videos. So would you say it really affects the band, and if so, how?
I really don't think it affects the band. I mean, yes, I'm in all the music videos, I do all the interviews, and I've written most of the songs, but that doesn't have an effect on the band as a whole. People don't see what happens behind the scenes. You know, Spencer's off in rehab, we're still looking for a bassist and a guitarist, so we just have touring members, and that kind of just leaves me to take over for everything beyond the music. And I mean, this album is my baby, whether it succeeds or fails. Like, I'm proud to take credit for it.
All right, you can hire me as a drummer or something. I could try, or something like that. All right, well, it was great having you here, Brendan. Of course, it's really always a pleasure. And once again, thanks for tuning into this show. It was a pleasure having Brendan here to let us in on his life, love, and passion. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get more real than that. See you next time.